Well, when we're talking about continuous improvement programs, it's easy, let's say, for us to fall into a pool of improvements. Let's say at Pipefy, for instance, when we started this whole initiative, we would have a lot of improvements being made, but we weren't looking on stabilizing these improvements. We didn't know how to fully implement them. We had these quick results. Okay, we thought, oh, this is good. Let's do more and more and more. And we weren't looking on how to make this sustainable on the long term. So how do you guys work that? How do you guys make these improvements? How do you guys make these improvements to be implemented the right way and to bring results in the long term?
Yes, that's a very, very good question. I think when you bring people together for kaizens or for process improvements, they get very motivated. They're focused on that. They create incredible ideas, and these people for sure will continue implementing the process that way because they were part of it, right? But it's not enough because you have a whole organization that needs to be qualified in the new improvements. And so it's important for this team to create standards, and standards that are really going to be used by the organization, that bring value, and that can be communicated to everybody. So I guess this is the first very important aspect that needs to be taken into consideration. And it's not like a one-time training or one-time qualification, because you need to consider that new employees are going to join the company. And so how do you engage them into this new thinking or into these new processes and changes that have been developed? And I guess another important aspect besides of that is that you create metrics. So by really understanding what are the indicators that show you that this process has been changed, that the results are in place, then you're good. Then you can show to everybody, hey, guys, we're looking here, our productivity has increased or decreased, our quality has increased, has decreased. So you know with your team, yes, the process is running well or no. So if your indicators show down, then you can be sure that something is not running according to plan, and then you can reevaluate the process and understand what is not working. And I think another piece that is important during the stabilization is that you really check for a while if there are any exceptions that haven't been taken into consideration, because maybe that 5% of variation in the process will occur after 2 weeks only, and how to deal with that. And such an exception can maybe create a frustration and say, well, this is not working because for this case specifically it doesn't work. So the team has still to be a bit aware of any hiccups that can appear, and try to adapt and stabilize along the way, always really looking into the metrics.
Perfect. And I can really relate ourselves to the description you gave, because we at Pipefy, we had a hard time before on stabilizing improvements because we had no process, we had no standards. Everybody could provide ideas in its own way, so we didn't know how to do it. And then we started by bringing governance through the standardization. So we created a process. Okay, this is how you develop a project, an improvement project. This is how it's going to be measured. So we developed common metrics for all of them. So now we can compare different projects, compare results. And in terms of false results or false negatives, we are always coming back to the project after 2 weeks, 2 months, and checking with the new set of data if, yeah, okay, this was a positive result, or no, we were mistaken because of the sample we got. So we are always trying to do that, and I think that's the recipe. So
Great.
standardization,
Happy to hear.
and metrics, and
qualification.
And qualification. Yes, perfect. Thank you.